Hello everybody, I'm back quite soon after my previous video because I've got something very specific on my heart, and it may be a longer video because I really just want to make sure I address everything that is on my heart. And I'm wearing black and white and red for a very particular reason. This video will be called Everything is Not Black and White. Everything's not black and white, and that's where I'm actually wearing black and white. So context, and again, the information or what I'm sharing in this video comes purely from my heart, my own truth. You may not resonate with it, you may not agree with it, it may trigger you, you may completely say to me I'm off my rocker, and that is also fine. Just because I'm doing it with so much love, I'm asking you to just hold that, and if not, that's also okay. Anyway, here goes. I got a message from a lady the other day, beautiful lady. I don't know her, but I'm sure she's absolutely lovely because her intention was coming, and I could tell from pure love, cautioning me to not wear black because black is perceived as a very negative color. Now, I do wear a lot of black. So here's what I'm going to say, and there's several points to it. In fact, she went further to say that red and black are very negative, and that's what the Ascended Masters have shown her. So, and I appreciate that. I really appreciate, because we're all learning, we're all in this field to see what we can gather. But I'm going to speak from my pure truth and my pure love. So, first of all, let's just talk about red. Let's just start with anything. Everything and anything in this reality, call it the 3D, call it the current reality that we are in, have an aspect of light and dark, black and white, good and bad, the duality aspect, and 1,000 things in between. That's the world, that's the nature of the reality that we're in. So everything, anything and everything has an aspect of light and dark. So first of all, talking about Ascended Masters. Now, with all due respect, absolute respect, with what Ascended Masters are, it's beings that once walked the earth, just like you and me, and have gained certain wisdom and transcended or ascended, call it what you want, and are now there to guide us with that kind of wisdom. But remember, I said everything has light and dark. Everything has a pure form and a less than pure form, including our guides or our masters. And it's not to say that in this reality, it's not to say that, and it's by no means, if you want to see it as disrespect, that's your prerogative. But it's to see everything in the light of how it filters down into this reality. So first of all, there are many Ascended Masters, and some of them have got different call it functions or different specialities. But truly what the Ascended Masters and what every guide is actually just an aspect of you. So now it's already segueing into a different kind of, because this multidimensionality becomes so complicated. But actually it's an aspect of you, a wisdom aspect, or call it higher, not more, just because they can perhaps see more, their vision is just a bit broader than we can currently see right here on earth with our limited understanding. So it's helpful to bring in some of these perspectives, but it's also helpful, what you always have to do, and that's going to always be my point, that everything you get in from whatever realm, always, because nothing is in higher truth than your pure divinity, your higher self, your pure message from source, your pure alignment with source. Everything you can, once you sort of get your energy signature or your alignment with your truth, everything can be measured against that. And if it's not in alignment, it's not in alignment. It may be in alignment at another stage. That's why everything and I spoke about this whole thing of whether it's an alignment in a previous video, everything is seen, whether that resonates and is in alignment with your path where you currently are in or at, and your truth. Same with any message that you get. That's the first thing. So I don't know who's these ascended masters that they're referring to. Doesn't really matter. They can say it's so and so. I still say, well, does it speak to my truth that I know? My higher truth, not my ego truth, my higher truth. Difference. That's the first point. Second point is, yes, everything, there is definitely, no doubt, white or light colors definitely reflect more, because that's what light does. Light doesn't hold on to everything, and that's why a lot of the yogis wear white, because it deflects anything, because we have to know there's negative forces. So white has the ability to deflect that. It is a very safe color. It's a very pure color. And as we are navigating our spiritual journey, we don't always want to make it very hard for ourselves. So it's easier to sit in that container. It's purer to sit in that container where it's pure white or light or bright, where we can, where it's just easier to contain, to be pure, to be in that space. So no doubt that's true, and no doubt there's merit in it as we navigate our journey. And we're dark, or let's say black. What is black actually? Black is a color that holds onto everything. It reflects nothing. So think of a black hole. It actually absorbs everything. So and again, refer to what I'm saying as a pure state and a not so pure state, or a healthy state and a not so healthy state, divine state or a maybe less than divine state, is when it holds onto things. When it's in a less than pure state, it can become very absorbing, very dangerous, very, almost ego, this is just for me, it's just taking and holding on to it. When you're in exalted state, when you're in a pure, higher, when you can see past that, you can see what it does. What black then does is it takes in everything and it transmutes. Black is actually where everything is like a black hole. It takes everything, absorbs everything, including the black and white, everything, the good and the bad, until there's nothing, until it's a 0 point. And that 0 point is the point of pure potential, where a new star is born, where new light is born, where new life is born. So you actually have to go through that point where everything, it's the point of birth, the deep space of the womb, whatever you call it. That pure black is the black of a point of pure potential. As you absorb everything, as it transmutes everything, it's actually a very, very masterful place. If you hold it like a master, very, very easy to just be absorbed and just have the negative, and that's very dangerous. Can be very negative. But if you hold it in a very pure form, and in a very pure form in your truth, that that's the point where it actually births new life, new truth, new stars, new light. And that is the point where I get excited, because that's the point where new potential, new stuff's born. And that's where I'm saying, I like wearing black because I see it in that light, not in, let's say, the negative state. Because we can be very bombarded by seeing just the black and the white in that. It is duality. It's right here. It's right for us to see it in that way. But we also have to know that it's time to step up into our higher truths, into what is an alignment for us and what speaks our truth. And where we feel masterful, I feel masterful. Right now, I feel masterful in black. I feel masterful in red. And again, I can go on for red, but this video is already getting quite long and I don't want to go into the red. I've got my swimmers on because I'm heading to the beach straight after this. So that's what I wanted to say about black. But then the third point that I want to make. So first is about the ascended masters, really just Remember, everything's dark and light, have a positive and a negative aspect. See everything in that light and see everything as an aspect of you. See the merits of black and white. And then thirdly, the most important, I've already alluded to this, see the truth and the higher aspect and the divinity that you are. In that space of pure divinity, and I'm saying divinity, you can say Christ consciousness, but I know that triggers a lot of people because of the religious programming and conditioning and all the what. But if you're in that pure, masterful place where you know the truth of who you are, it doesn't matter what color you wear. It doesn't matter what you look like. Your expression, because your expression, your outward expression, I've spoken it many times, is very important because it is an expression of your internal expression. But the colors and the detail are so, because everything then gets transmuted by your power, by your light, by what is actually the truth of who you are. Then it doesn't matter, oh, then the rules of this. The rules are important to play safe. The rules are absolutely important to play safe. Once you step really into the truth of who you are, it doesn't matter anymore. And you start sharing your light regardless of what color you wear, regardless of how you express it. And I still say, with so much love, I take everything. Because right today, that is my journey. Tomorrow it might be different. And we might help each other along in a different way. So sorry about the long message, but that's what I wanted to share with all my love. Thank you for listening, and I really appreciate you. So much love. Bye for now.